All right. Yeah, here we are. Welcome back. So, guys, welcome back to episode 3 of the podcast. This is Tea Time with Titan. I'm here with my man Matias.
Hi, guys.
Yeah, so this is episode 3, the bilingual international free speech podcast. And I'm really happy that you're here, Matias.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. So today we're going to call this episode the Crypto Show. All right. So this is an awesome topic. A lot of people are really interested in this topic. And I have a feeling that a lot of people will be excited about this too.
Yeah. I entrance to this world like 2 or 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but this is a message for all our
Listeners,
listeners.
watchers,
Yeah.
our friends.
Yeah. First of all, I am not an expert in this topic, but I know some things that will maybe clarify some things about this.
Yes.
So yeah, I spoke about that. We have to speak about that.
Awesome. Yeah. Crypto is this very cryptic, this very secretive, unknown currency.
Yeah.
This is a new technology that we can't escape. This is a part of our future. It might not be. It might not be.
It's our present right now.
I like that.
It's happening right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you can see around the world, all the banks are super fear about this.
Yeah, they're
this thing.
scared.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah. This is kind of the side that I'm really interested in.
Yeah.
So, guys, I don't know anything about crypto. I've studied a little tiny bit, just so I can talk with you, Matias. But I'm really interested. I'm really interested in crypto. I know that it had its kind of ugly beginnings, with trafficking people and doing kind of nefarious things, to put it some way. But now, this almost seems like this is the white horse. This is what's going to save us.
Yeah.
In some way. So we're going to talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah. But for that we have to understand what is a crypto first.
Exactly.
Yeah, and what is blockchain, because
exactly
that is the main technology.
Yes.
So that is for what in here.
That's right. I called Matias. Matias, I called you because I don't know anything about this, but I'm super interested. And I know that there's probably a lot of people out there that are also interested too.
Yeah.
So I mentioned cryptocurrency to Matias, and Matias just blew my mind. He was just like, da-da-da-da-da-da. He just went off. He went off and told me so many things about crypto that a lot of them were even flying over my head because I'd never heard of any of this before.
Yeah.
So I said, man, Matias, like, you have such a wealth of knowledge. Even you might say you're not an expert, but to me, you're an expert.
Okay, maybe in the comments, all our visitors, our listeners can maybe add some advice and comments and correct me if I'm wrong in something.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is that most of us are all friends. We're all friends here.
Yeah.
So I think just people will be grateful to hear.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. So what happened if we started right now?
We can totally start right now.
Okay, great. So first of all, we have to understand what is the difference about centralized systems and decentralized systems.
God bless.
Yeah, because that is the first point.
Yeah.
So I bring some examples for that. For example, for centralized systems, do you remember about the failure that WhatsApp had some years ago when WhatsApp is totally down?
Yes.
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah, I do remember.
Well, that is an example about centralized systems.
Yes.
Because those systems has a specific, master node or master server,
Okay.
One server has the responsibility to send all the information,
Yeah.
to the different, person that is connected to that server. Okay?
Yeah. You said master node.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe I'm wrong in that particular thing, but in that concept, but you can follow me in that way,
Yeah.
So yeah, that is a centralized,
Okay.
a node or centralized system. Okay,
Yeah.
that system has to share with all the different listeners or the other nodes, the information that they need, but depends on one specific node. Okay, so the problem is what happens if that master node fail, all the system fail.
Yeah.
That is the thing. Okay, so if we move to the decentralized systems, what is the example? The example is, for example, do you remember BitTorrent? uTorrent?
Yeah. BitTorrent, uTorrent.
This is the best way to understand that.
Okay.
So when you download a movie,
Yeah.
you download for the different nodes, different parts of that movie. You don't download it, the whole movie, from one specific seats.
Interesting.
That
Wow.
is the way.
Okay.
And what is called that particular thing, that is called peer-to-peer system.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Because this we have to move to the other topic about this. What is peer-to-peer?
Yes.
So in 2009, this guy Satoshi Nakamoto, the creator of Bitcoin,
Yeah.
he creates he put in some white paper about this particular peer-to-peer economic system or peer-to-peer economic cash system. I don't remember the
Yeah.
name right now, but he tried to invent. He tried to create a specific system, peer-to-peer system with the cash,
Yeah.
So
That's brilliant.
yeah, for sure. So then we have to speak about this system,
Yeah.
So in this decentralized financial system, without banks.
Yeah. It sounds so good to me.
Yeah. That peer-to-peer system is just, or peer-to-peer network, okay, is just um, uh, have different transactions,
Yeah.
with other nodes. Okay, so how it work that?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, when you transact with another person, that specific node, that specific server, whatever you want,
Okay.
just create that register, that transaction, and start to share it with all the network, the peer-to-peer network. Okay, so it has to copy or share with all the networks. Okay, so yeah, we have some problem right over there, because what happened with those other nodes? Because the other nodes, they do some transactions too. So we have some problem with the time, with the I don't know how can I say, but it's like a copy in the most faster in the all the nodes.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, how we can solve that problem?
Yeah.
Well, they create, Nakamoto, Satoshi Nakamoto,
Yeah.
start to set some different rules,
Yeah.
that every node have to create a block.
Okay.
This block have all the transactions. Okay,
Yeah.
and then we have to create a blockchain. Okay, I don't wanna arrive so fast to that
Okay.
to that
Okay.
point. Okay,
Yeah.
but the thing is, somebody
Yeah.
has to start to create those blocks.
Yeah.
So if you try to see the singularity or the similar way or point of view of the bank.
Yeah.
Well, the bank in the real life tried to do that block. Okay.
Yeah.
So in this case, in this particular case, you will that role will be replaced for the miners. Where is the miners? Okay.
Okay.
The miners are the people.
Yeah.
So you can you in your house you can do the mining stuff.
Mm-hmm.
In my house, I have a mining rig.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I start all the day.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how can I do that stuff because it's a computer stuff.
Yeah.
In related to the cost of try to solves different problems, mathematical problems. Okay,
Yeah.
but it's other topic so deep and so complex.
Okay.
But it's not related to I think this topic right now. But
All right.
the thing is, all the activity that the banks used to use in our current life
Yeah.
is try to replace about these miners. Okay.
Yeah.
The miners are not persons. It's just a component, a computation.
A computational
Yeah,
process or something
yeah,
like that.
yeah. So in this case, you have to buy some GPUs. Okay,
Yeah.
those GPUs are using to solve these things. Okay,
Yeah.
and how and why. Okay, so the thing is. That mining stuff is used to validate the transactions, okay? Because every time that you do a transaction, okay, with the other person, that transaction is have to save in a block, okay?
Yeah.
Then when your mining stuff finish to save all the block, then that block start to travel to the entire network, okay?
Okay.
And that particular point, the that block have to unify to the blockchain, okay? In
Okay.
that particular part, in the particular, I don't know how to say,
Moment
but
in time, or
yeah,
that part of the chain, the
it-
part of the process.
exactly. We start to create the blockchain,
Yeah.
okay? So the thing is, we how we can call that particular activity
Mm-hmm.
that is called proof of work. Okay.
Okay.
So this particular stuff is so good, because with that you can start to win money. Okay.
Okay.
So you are replacing the the role of the banks,
Yeah.
and the blockchain pays you, some fee about that transaction.
Okay.
And how is that? This is the blockchain saves a particular register with your fee or your payment in the blockchain.
Mm-hmm.
So right now you are you are participant of that network, okay,
Yeah.
that blockchain. So yeah, that is the good part, okay.
Okay.
So we have to speak right now about, I think, security.
Okay.
So what happened with the security of this blockchain?
Yeah.
So if somebody wants to hack this network,
Mm-hmm.
they have to interfere in the blockchain. Okay. Oof. So what does that mean? Because all the blocks are connected, and what happened with one block and to another block?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they have some hash code inside of the block, and the other block has the previous block when his hash.
Right.
So if you want to hack the network, first of all, you have to have or this hacker have to have all the power computational, I think.
Computational power.
Yeah, exactly. To solve that hash code, modified, and then all the different, all the different blocks
Yeah.
that stay or are
Unchanged.
that the remainder blocks,
Yeah. Yeah.
you have to modify. So
It's almost impossible.
yeah, it's not exist. It's not exist the power to do that.
Yeah.
It is like that hacker has to have how can I say more than the power that exists right now in the earth.
Oh my God.
It's just impossible.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is the reason why it's so secure, this network. Okay.
That sounds so good.
Yeah. So good. So
Yeah. Can I ask you some questions?
yeah, for sure.
Okay, so this block. So you're saying that the block is like a record of everything that happens.
Yeah.
Now, is one block dedicated to one person or dedicated to one transaction?
No. In this block can has a lot of transaction. The miner, why the miner start to how can I say decodify
Yeah.
those hash code of
Okay.
of each block.
Yeah.
When they decodify, those hash code, they can hey, I finished with this block, I can add to the blockchain. That is the way why they use these GPUs, because they need so much power to do that. Okay.
Yeah.
So obviously, I don't know how many records a block can have.
Okay.
I don't have that information.
That's okay.
But that is the way that it's work.
Okay. Yeah, and so every time you try to make a new modification to that block, is a new block created? Is a new block created when? Because I've heard that what creates the blockchain is when you have one block and then another block is
Yeah.
added,
Yeah.
and then that block has the identification of the previous block.
Exactly.
So every time, so if you have block one, block two is going to have the identification of block one, and it's going to have its own identification of block two, right?
And that identification is used by the other.
So block three is going to
Yeah.
have the identification of block
Two.
two, and it's going to have its own identification
Exactly.
of its own block three.
Yeah, exactly. That is the way that it's work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
Yeah,
And well, the thing is, right now, if the blockchain is so big, okay, or so long, I don't know how to say.
yeah,
Okay?
that's good. Both are good.
Okay, the miners need more power
Yeah,
to decodify the hash code. Okay, because that hash code start to growing up.
yeah,
And yeah, that is the reason why, for example, with my GPUs, I can work with Bitcoin right now.
Is it too big? Does it need too much power?
Exactly. That is the reason why I started to mining Ethereum.
Ethereum, cool.
Yeah. Well, I think almost all of the miners mining Ethereum, because
Yeah.
it's the best cryptocurrency to pay a lot of money right now.
Yeah, so you can get a bigger return from
Exactly.
Ethereum.
Yeah. Right now, you can mine, for example, Flux, Ravencoin, other cryptocurrency, but they don't pay you so much.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, for sure.
So there's a lot of people that say, "Oh, I don't believe in cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is not real. I can't touch it. If I can't touch it, it's not real." Yet, at the same time, people have paper money that is made out of paper or made out of plastic if you're in Canada, or paper with a little bit of metals inside if you're in USA. Now, back in the day, the money used to be backed up by gold. So it did have a certain value to it. There was like a certain I don't know if it's checks and balances, but there was a certain balance to the money, that it wasn't just printed. It wasn't just this arbitrary amount of money.
Yeah.
So what do you say to someone like that who says, no, I don't believe in cryptocurrency because it's not real, because I can't touch it, it's imaginary?
Well, first of all, why I use cryptocurrency?
Yeah.
Okay, because well, this maybe will be controversial.
Okay.
Because I don't believe in governments. Okay,
I like it.
really. So
All right. Sounds good to me.
yeah, it's all the bank, all the money, all the print money that they use is related to something that has value, and you put wherever you want that value. Okay,
Yeah.
so the thing is, they can control you in some way.
Yes.
About that value. Okay.
Yeah.
And I prefer not
Right.
not participate in that system. Okay.
Yes.
Obviously, I work in a company. They pay you with money, but I
Yeah.
invest almost all the money that I want. Okay.
Yeah.
In cryptocurrency, and right now I'm going to participate in the stock market.
Yeah.
But if you don't believe it anyway, please enter to the system and try to transact,
Yeah.
in the system, and then you can, get the rewards. And when you you can see your money in your account, about a transaction related to the cryptocurrency,
Yeah.
then you are going to believe it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. So this is, first I want to say this is the bilingual, international, free speech podcast. So aquí podemos hablar en inglés, podemos hablar en español, en alemán, en portugués, en cualquier idioma que queramos. All languages are welcome. So, and the other thing, free speech. So I want to touch on this point a little bit. I'm from the USA, you're from Chile, we're both from America, South America, North America. We're very close to each other. We're connected by the same land. Now, in the USA, free speech is our First Amendment, our first right that we have as American citizens. And I believe it is one of the most valuable, and probably, it is the most valuable thing that we have, because, like I said before, it's not about being violent. It's not about dominating people. But I think the ability to be able to communicate freely without censorship, without somebody controlling you or trying to shut your mouth and saying, no, you can't say that because it's not in our interest.
Yeah.
So what is your opinion on free speech?
Well, I love the liberty, I think, of anything.
Okay.
Obviously, try to not have has problem with the other guy. Okay. Try to be free, but maybe for you by yourself. Okay. And try to do a good stuff, obviously. Okay. But I don't know. I just try to live my life so well. Try to not bothers any other person. Because all we have our problems.
Yeah.
And maybe I don't know you so much, and maybe you have problems, badly problems. I don't know. So yeah, try to live my life so honorable.
Yeah.
And just that. Okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
So this is happening a lot in the USA right now, and it's very frustrating for me to see. I am not presently in the United States. I am in Chile right now. So shout out to Chile, shout out to USA, shout out to Miami, shout out to Concon. And I see that there's an issue with these centralized powers, because you said that, WhatsApp is a form of centralized communication or a centralized platform. Now, this also happens in social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
Yeah, I remember, for example, in USA, maybe I'm wrong, okay, but for example, in the government of the United States demand Facebook because Facebook, I don't know how to say, but manage
Yeah.
some people for the elections for Trump president,
Yeah.
because Facebook tried to all the people that they don't know for who is going to vote,
Yeah.
they manage those persons in order to, hey, you have to vote for Trump,
This is a crazy topic. People
Yeah.
get canceled for this every day. If you talk about this on a big platform about the election, people will cancel you.
Yeah. Yeah. So that is the reason why I don't like to be controlled by a system, So that is the reason why I love cryptocurrency, And this is did- that I like in terms of liberty, Obviously, maybe in the future, they are gonna controls, or manage in the same time with the regulation that they are going to put in to the crypto, I don't know what happened with that,
Yeah.
Maybe it's a risky stuff, but I don't know, for this moment right now, I love it.
Nice.
Yeah. And other thing, maybe you have to understand for all those guys who wants to enter to the system, or they don't know if they are going to enter to this system, because it's so, I don't know how to say, volatile. Okay.
Volatile.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because this system is so volatile.
Yeah.
Okay. But why? The same guys that invest in the stock market, they put a lot of money inside of this cryptocurrency. Okay. And what happened with that? With something, or it's going to be a catastrophe,
Yeah.
whatever, this war of the other side, maybe when of these particular situations happen in the world, or maybe when the Fed, okay,
The federal powers.
no, the La Fed.
La Fed. La Fed.
La Fed is like the federal. I don't know. I don't remember. I just know the Fed. Fed is the bank, central bank of the United States.
Yeah. Oh, the Federal Reserve.
Yeah,
The
that
Federal.
one. That one.
Those assholes.
Yeah, when they start to, say his speech,
Okay.
about economy,
Yeah.
all the markets start to moving on and up or down, depends of they are what they are going to announce. So what happened with crypto? Why the crypto market is so volatile? The thing is, all the big investors, when they know this particular thing, the first activity, or the first thing that they do is just grab the money for cryptocurrency. That is the reason why cryptocurrency is the first, how can I say, the first reaction
Yeah.
is go down or go up, because the big investors start to put money, or extract the money from the, because every time that the stock market moves, in related to some some problem in the world, the market just goes down or go up 5%, 6%, maybe 10%. But cryptocurrency maybe goes down for 40%,
Yeah.
and that is the main reason. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the long time, the benefits of the cryptocurrency,
Yeah.
of the crypto market, is way better. Obviously, it's so risky,
Yeah.
but if you try to use the crypto market every day to win money, to earn,
Yeah.
maybe, well, you have to study so much,
Yeah.
and try to stay focused all the day in the cryptocurrency and what happened with around the world,
Yeah.
because all affects to this crypto market. Okay.
So are you saying that these big players, these big stock market players, they come in
Yeah.
and they kind of manipulate, or they kind of just put in a
Yeah.
bunch of money and then take it out really quickly?
Yeah.
And you're saying they're the ones that are making this system be so volatile, have it drop so hard or have it rise so hard?
Yeah. They do all the day. Yeah, really. Yeah, because they react when with something happen around the world,
Yeah.
And for example, if they know a new project, okay, what happened with the new project? Hey, this is a new project. For example, a DeFi project. This is another topic inside of cryptocurrency. Okay,
Okay.
Decentralized financial. Okay,
Okay.
that is the main name,
Mm-hmm.
and this is like a Ponzi scheme.
All
Okay,
right. Yeah.
I participate in three of these projects. Okay,
Okay.
and well, the first day of the break, the whales, they call them the whales, I think,
Whales,
ballenas.
ballenas.
Yeah,
The whales.
yeah.
Okay.
The whales
Uh-huh.
enter to the project, put like $2 million to
Yeah.
that project. Well, obviously, with the offer and demand, the cryptocurrency just go to the sky.
Yeah.
Okay, and all the people enter in the same moment, and wait maybe just 1 hour with the value of the crypto stay so high, and then they sell and won a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, that is the the way that they work.
So it's just like another game for them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Can we talk a little bit about the Federal Reserve?
If you want, because I know, for example, what happened right now. They announced recently, the 16th of March,
Okay.
March 16th,
Mm-hmm.
that they are going to how can I say, put more taxes.
Yeah.
Like 6 times in the year. Right now is 0.0, and they raised to 0.5.
Yeah.
No, 0.25.
How much was it before?
0.
Zero.
Yeah.
And this is taxes for cryptocurrency
No,
transactions?
no.
Just
For
taxes
for all the market.
for the market in the United States?
Yeah. For credit, for whatever you want.
Yeah.
Okay. Just because for the bank. Okay.
Mm.
And they raise the taxes to the banks, and the banks obviously going to raise his taxes for the people.
Yeah.
And right now they announced that they are going to rise up 6 times, 0.25% of the. So in the end of the year, I think they are going to have 1.25% of increased taxes. Okay,
Wow.
but in the end, right now, that not affects so much.
Okay.
With that announcement,
Mm-hmm.
in the cryptocurrency, happen a fake out. They call fake out. What is the fake out? With that announcement, the cryptocurrency goes down,
Mm-hmm.
and then
It
to the
shoots
sky.
up
Yeah,
to the sky.
yeah. So it's a fake out because it's not so big, the raise of the taxes. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. Can I tell a little story about the Federal Reserve?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So this goes back because we talked about how money's just paper, right? Today. Back in the day, it was backed up by gold. Now, when did this change? I don't know the name of this law, but first I want to talk about the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve has the name Federal Reserve. Now, there's nothing federal about it. It's a private company. So, which is the most ironic part about all of this. It's not owned by the government. It's not tied to the government. It's a private entity. It's kind of similar to what Johnny D. Rockefeller did. Do you know the
Yeah.
Rockefellers?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Rockefellers, one of the most powerful families in the United States,
And the world.
in the world.
Yeah.
That's right. And Johnny D. Rockefeller, he had a oil company called U.S. Standard Oil, United States Standard Oil. All right, so it kind of goes by the same vein. They use a name that makes it seem as if it's tied to the government in some way. Like, this is the people's choice. This is what everyone should choose. Now, he was extremely successful, and the Federal Reserve has a similar name. They have the Federal Reserve, but there's nothing United States, government related with Johnny D's oil, and there's nothing government related with the Federal Reserve. It's private. Now, in the 1800s, I don't remember exactly when, but at some point in the 1800s, I don't know if it was the government or the Federal Reserve, but they created a law where it said that the citizens of the United States had to turn in their gold. They had to turn it in, all right, because they said that they were hoarding. Do you know the word hoarding?
No.
It's like when somebody collects a lot of things in their house and you
Yeah.
like can't even walk into their house.
Yeah.
How do you say that in Spanish? like those people that just have like, oh, I have like 5 pairs of headphones and they're like in like a little Ziploc bag and they like never open it and you're like, hey, why don't you sell them? No, I might need them.
Maybe it's the mal of Diogenes.
There you go. I've heard that before, but I can never remember that. Yeah. So they were saying that people were hoarding the gold. Say it again, please.
Mal de Diógenes.
Mal de Diógenes. So I don't know how to use that in a sentence, but that people were doing that with the gold, that they were hoarding it. So they had to turn in the gold and they could only keep a small portion of the gold. All right. So the Federal Reserve took everyone's gold from the country.
Really? I heard that story, but in the 33.
1933?
Yeah.
That was around the Depression, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That was before World War II, right?
Because
1939 to
in
1945.
in 1971 or 73, Nixon president, split the relationship between the money and the gold.
Nice.
Okay.
Very good.
So that in that point, the market start to growing up, but in a bubble. I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, in a bubble. Very good.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, it's a bunch of criminals. I don't know. They first steal all the gold and then they separate the backing of gold with the money, so it's not worth anything. So one thing I'd like to say is that the people that say that cryptocurrency is not real and it's not in your hands, what about the paper money that you're holding in your hands? What's real about that?
When you go to the bank to ask some credit, they create that money. They print it and create for nothing, because every time that you ask for a loan or for a credit, the bank has to have that money. I don't know how to say.
Like accessible, it has to be accessible for them to give it to you?
No. It's like maybe como reservada
Reserved?
en oro.
Oh, they have to have it backed in gold or reserved in gold?
Yeah.
But that's not real anymore.
No. So they print money.
Yeah, they print money.
Yeah. So that is the reason why I hate those guys.
One thing I want to say too about the banks, and this is also what investors do in the stock market. So if you invest in a brokerage account or any kind of account that maybe it's low risk or medium risk or high risk volatility, what these people actually do with your money is so funny. Because imagine if you put in, I don't know, I think like there's an account in the United States called an IRA, a Roth IRA. It's like a retirement account where you can put a maximum of $5,500 a year into this account, and it grows in compounding interest 5% a year or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so think about it. Think about what happens here. They only give you that small compounding interest. I don't know if it's 5%, maybe it's less. I do have a Roth IRA, but a lot of people, like a lot of successful people have said to take your money out of there and invest it, use it in something, because that money is not really going to grow much. And I also want to say that they kind of screwed me a little bit at the beginning, because I put in the money. I put in a few $1,000s that I had at the time. and the first year they charge you a fee for sending you mail. All right, so they say you have to. So they send you a monthly statement in the mail just to show you how your account is going, how it's growing, and then they charge you $20 just for sending you the mail. Okay, so then you have to go on the website and opt out of receiving physical mail to get only digital mail. Now, I was in Chile at the time, so I couldn't communicate with them over the phone, so they kept charging me this fee every single year.
Oh, really?
So the money wasn't really growing because the interest is so small, and then they hit you with that $20 fee every single time. So that was the first thing. But the second thing these people do, they get, like, imagine you put in 5,500. That's the max you can put in. They get that money and they invest it in the stock market. They invest it in real estate and they multiply that money. So for them, you're just helping them make bigger investments with the little bit of money that you're putting in to your investment account or brokerage account every year.
Yeah, because, for example, if you invest in the stock market, you almost, or maybe in certain point you will win like 10% of interest.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
Okay.
Every year it grows.
Every year, yeah. Because in average, the S&P 500.
That's right.
In history.
Yeah.
In the history, average like 10% of.
Yeah, it's like 10% every year.
Every year. So
that's right.
Why the banks, give you only 2%, 1%?
Yeah, it's something so small.
Yeah, that is. I don't know. So.
Yeah, it is. It's so crazy, and this happens the same thing with the banks. Even with these brokerage accounts through these investment companies like Vanguard or whatever big company you have that has these brokerage accounts. Same thing happens in the bank. If you have a savings account and you start putting money in the savings account, you think it's just going to sit there? No, you gave it to the bank. So the bank's going to invest that money in real estate or in the stock market or in anything they want to so that they can multiply and make more money. So you're just giving them money so they can keep growing and become more powerful.
Yeah.
It's messed up.
Yeah, terrible.
Go ahead.
No, I hate them.
Yeah, it is. It's a shame. It's a shame, and
but that is because maybe in our country, I don't know, maybe in the rest of the world too. But I don't know. But we don't have that type of education, financial education. I think it's so important.
Yeah,
I started with that thing almost 6 months ago. I have almost 38 years old,
Yeah.
I feel like I lost like 10 years of trying to invest in everything,
It's so crazy.
Yeah. So maybe that is the reason why maybe I started to think, hey, they want you fool,
They want you to be a fool. Yes. They want you to feel like a fool. They want you, to be ignorant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And they just distract us. They distract us with so much marketing, with so much advertising, sports, publicity, gossip, and drama from celebrities. With our cell phones. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really unfortunate. And I think we also need, because like, to decentralize, I think that's like one of the biggest terms that we can use now, and I think it's so useful for us in the present and in the future.
Yeah,
because to decentralize means to take the power back.
Exactly.
Like, this isn't like a Rage Against the Machine song. This isn't anything like that. This is
so this Satoshi Nakamoto, nobody knows. Okay, nobody knows
who he is.
Who he is. Really, nobody knows.
Yeah.
The other day I checked some news that in some part of the world they found somebody called Satoshi Nakamoto, and this guy, hey, I do nothing to. Sorry,
I have nothing to do.
I have nothing to do with this guy.
Yeah.
Because this Satoshi Nakamoto has almost 1 million bitcoins. Just save in his account,
and that's a lot.
Yeah, you have to think about right now the Bitcoin is almost $43,000
Each Bitcoin.
each Bitcoin. And
43,000 times 1 million. I don't know how much that is, but that's a lot.
yeah. So
Is that like over $1 billion? Over
I don't know.
100, over $1,000 million? Like how they say in.
Maybe I don't know. Okay, but
It's
too
huge
many.
amount of money.
Yeah. So much. So the thing is, that is the reason why, for example, this is not advice, no, financial advice. Okay,
That's right.
this is not the most of the people, save money in Bitcoin. Okay, because one particular of Bitcoin is exists only 21 million of Bitcoins, and that's like nothing more. You can't create anymore.
Yeah.
So what that mean in the future? Because right now we have almost 19 Bitcoins. So for the miners, left only 2 million of Bitcoins.
And
So
sorry to interrupt you. No, go ahead. Go
no,
ahead. Go ahead.
So what happened for the future with the Bitcoin? Well, all the thing that start to escasear. I don't know how to say it.
To become scarce.
Okay,
Okay.
start to his value, rise up.
Will increase. Yeah. It'll rise. That's right.
Yeah.
It will.
So for the future, I don't know. Maybe for the 2030, the Bitcoin will reach to maybe $1 million.
Oh
One
my
Bitcoin.
goodness. That's crazy.
Yeah. That said the big the experts.
Yeah.
On this, but yeah, it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
That is the reason why they maybe save the money in the Bitcoin. Okay.
Mm. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, for sure.
I kind of forgot what my question was. Sorry, guys. But all right, I'll ask you another question.
Okay.
So some people say that the cryptocurrency is not green, that it's not green energy. They say that it's in some way consuming a lot of energy. And is that because of these supercomputers?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Yeah, this is the only fail of this guy
Okay.
Satoshi Nakamoto.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I don't know. Okay, but because this affect to the environment so much. Okay.
Can you talk some about this?
Yeah, for example, in some countries, the government wants to block this kind of activity
Yeah.
because the energy that generated to the earth.
Mm-hmm.
I, well, this is a news from government. Maybe they can manipulate. And try to tell to the world, hey, the mining stuff is so bad for the earth. Okay, I'm not so sure about it. I just read that information. Okay, because obviously that this machine, for example, in my house, this machine generates like 75 degrees. Okay.
75 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
That's really hot.
Yeah.
That's super hot. That's like more than 200 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah. So, but generates in the core system. Okay.
Okay.
Then in the room,
Yeah.
start to, down.
Yeah.
So it's not, you don't feel 75 degrees in your room, but every GPU generates that amount of heat. I don't know how to say.
That's good.
Okay.
So does the computer works on electricity, right? It needs electricity. So is that the only problem that it has, that it uses too much electricity?
Yeah, so much. For example, in my bill,
Your power bill.
Yeah, in my power bill, I have to pay almost 85,000 pesos.
85,000. And what would your power bill be without that computer?
20,000 pesos.
So like 3 to 4 times more.
Yeah. Obviously depends of the how many GPUs do you have in your mining rig.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is kind of hard to determine. It's like what pollutes more? Is it a car, for example, or like a bunch of cows, or the military? You know, like who is actually creating all this damage? I doubt it's the miners, right? It's like what percentage would the miners be affecting the environment?
No, I don't know really because I don't
Yeah.
have that information.
And
Okay.
is this only related to global warming, to the amount of carbon that
Yeah.
is emitted into the atmosphere? Yeah, this is a very contentious, polemic, and controversial subject.
Oof, oof. Because for example, if you search in the past, in maybe centuries ago,
Yeah.
the in some point you have some temperature that is much higher than right now.
Much
Okay.
higher.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and what happened with that? Okay. Okay, but I know that, for example, the los polos, I don't
Yeah.
know, I
The
don't,
poles, the North Pole, the
yeah,
South Pole,
they start to
to melt.
yeah, yeah, I know that, and we have problem with the ozone,
Mm-hmm.
I know that, but I don't know, that is information about governments,
Yeah,
so
this is really tricky because
yeah,
who knows who's invested in this green technology? Who needs this green technology to flourish, to be successful? Because like you said, if you go back in time, even to the age of the dinosaurs, which was 65 million years ago, that's so far ago. The Earth has gotten really hot, it's gotten really cold, it's gone through ice ages. Now, if you check, they've done samples of the ice in the time of the Jurassic period or the time of different dinosaur periods. I don't know all of the periods, but the level of carbon was extremely high, like so high that's why the dinosaurs grew so big. That's why the plants grew so big. Like everything was huge back in the day because carbon, and carbon is life. Like, right? Isn't all life based carbon based? All life is like, I don't know much about science and chemistry, but I've heard this said before that all life is carbon based. So carbon is life. Plants need carbon. And they say that the world is greener now than it was maybe 40 years ago. So,
Yeah, for example, I remember that the steel age,
yeah.
yeah, la edad de los metales, creo.
Okay.
Okay. This more warm that today,
Yeah.
more warm.
Yeah.
Okay, and I don't know. Again, I know that we have to take care of the planet.
Yeah.
I know that. Okay,
Yeah.
but I think I don't know. It's to manipulate, for example, to the different politician stuff. Okay.
Yeah. Who knows who's involved in this? Yeah.
Maybe we never know.
Yeah. Because it is kind of strange because petroleum does come from the earth, so nothing is wasted, nothing is free. Everything you use gets, like, you can't just create energy, you can just generate energy and it gets transformed from matter to energy, from energy to matter. Everything moves around, so everything is staying within the planet. I don't know. Like, the same way that you create that nursery, for example. A nursery is where you grow plants, and there are these little greenhouses, that are made of plexiglass or acrylic or glass or something, and the sunshine can shine through. They inject extra carbon in there to make the plants, grow bigger. So the plants are loving this, that there's more carbon in the environment right now. But abuse is bad.
Yeah, for sure. All abuse is bad.
Yes.
Okay. For example, the other day I just hearing news in YouTube. Okay. And I hear that maybe, for example, the conventional cars, they generate like 14 million 14 million carbon particulars. I don't know how to say
particulates.
Okay, and per year. Okay, but electric car, you know,
preach.
electric car, when this electric car is built,
yes,
generate 21 millions,
right?
You know, so right now the electric car market, you know, start to growing up.
Yeah.
Hey, and what happened with that? What happened with that 21 millions? 7 million more than the conventional car, the regular cars. You know?
Yeah. So, and you said it was 14 for the 18?
No, 14.
14 versus 21?
Yeah, but 14 in the entire,
in the lifespan.
No, in the year.
Oh, in 1 year.
In 1 year.
Okay.
But every time that you build, you know, electric car, you generate like 21 millions. Okay, obviously.
So it's like a year and a half worth of driving a car is what it takes to build one electric car.
Yeah,
that's an interesting way to hear that put that way.
For example, right now some guys of the, no, I don't want to say the Formula One.
Is it okay? Yeah, that's perfect. Formula One, shout out Michael Schumacher. Please wake up, man. You were my childhood hero.
Yeah.
Wake up, man.
No, but I think.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna wake up anytime soon.
He's not gonna make it.
No.
Damn.
No. It's been too long, right?
Yeah. No. Right now, he's wake up, but
he's awake.
Yeah, but he can move.
He can't move.
Yeah, he just move with the eye.
His eyes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
yeah.
The thing with the Formula One is, I think they are started to search about how they can, you know, manipulate the generate carbon, you know, to maybe extract from the air, and then move back to some engine, to, you know, it's like a cycle process.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because, you know, right now in the market, in all those thing about electric cars, the people doesn't believe in the power of the electric car. Even, for example, right now the last Tesla model has almost 1,000 horses power.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
But, so they try to, you know, to reuse the carbon generated by the different cars. So, but it's just a prototype. It's like a prototype study or whatever. Okay.
So Formula One is kind of innovating in this field.
They only has some maybe search.
Okay, so they've been doing some research. They're just kind of experimenting with this new technology. Can let me see the electric cars. This is also a contentious, polemic topic because they've said that there's not enough earth minerals to replace every gasoline-powered car with an electric car, because you need minerals to make the batteries. Different, I think you need to use neodymium magnets. You need to use lithium, and there's only so much of these minerals in the crust of the earth. So, what do you think about that?
First of all, let me say something.
Yeah.
Okay, because Chile has some lithium reserves.
Yeah, Chile is a good battery manufacturer.
Yeah, but I think all the people is wrong right now.
Okay.
Right now, because when you talk about a battery, the lithium is only the 5% of the battery.
Okay.
So if Chile wants to become in a manufacturer, I think.
Yeah, a manufacturer.
Yeah, of lithium batteries, you know.
Yeah.
we have to import all the rest of the of the 95%
Oh
of the
my
battery.
goodness.
So yeah, it's so wrong. It's so
Yeah.
wrong. So guys, please, we don't gonna we don't gonna do battery stuff. Okay?
Yeah. So it's not Chile's responsibility
No,
to save the world when it comes to creating batteries for everyone.
no, no,
Yeah.
no. You have to invest so much money for what? You know,
Yeah.
you in the market you are not gonna be competitive
That's right.
because your battery will cost so much money.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, I've heard that there's not even like maybe that other 95% of what the battery is made out of is what these is the minerals that aren't enough in the Earth's crust to create these batteries. So I don't know. I'm not really sure what the future of electric cars is. I don't know if it's going to be just a premium for people that can afford it now, and then
but I think like the other things, you know, that for example, remember when a computer goes to the store, you see for first time in the store 2 million pesos, 2 million pesos.
2 million pesos. That's like $2,300, $2,500, something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, but right now, what happened with right now? It's too
Yeah.
cheap, you know. I think it becomes the same thing with the cars, you know.
So you think people are gonna find a way to innovate?
Yeah, yeah, because right now is the only one is Tesla. Well, then Hyundai has
Yeah,
some
Hyundai,
some electric cars. Then
Kia,
Kia. Then
Nissan,
right now the some Peugeot Mini. Okay.
the Porsche. The Porsche has a
Yeah.
nice one. BMW has a few nice models too.
So when that becomes massive,
Yeah.
yeah, I think the price is going down. Okay, it's part of the market. Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, maybe you have to wait some years.
Okay, that seems like a hopeful solution.
Nah, yeah,
Because
yeah,
some people are saying that humans are going to innovate their way out of this. They're going to innovate their way out of this conundrum, this problem that we're in, where we don't have enough minerals to create these batteries or to create these cars.
yeah. For example, Chile has another opportunity with the O2. I don't know how to say that.
Oxygen?
Yeah, but it's not. No.
O3?
Um,
I don't know. I'm just saying stuff.
no, don't worry. But I don't remember right now what is
Okay.
this component that is oxino no óxido verde no sé nitrógeno. No.
Nitrogeno, like green
Yeah.
nitrogen.
Let me search.
Is it hydrogen?
Yeah. Hidrógeno verde.
Green hydrogen.
Yeah.
All right. Shout out to my subconscious. Yeah.
So, for example, the other day I saw in some news that, for example, South South Korea
Okay.
already has like 5,000 cars with green hydrogen.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not so sure. Maybe it's going to be the new I don't know
Energy source or
yeah, for the future. I don't know. Okay?
yeah.
Because that kind of extraction is in because you have like three ways to extract that or three ways of hydrogen. Okay, and every different hydrogen is so complex to extract.
Okay.
So I don't know what is the best way, you know, and depends of the different study. But right now is happening. Chile is starting to understand that, to search information about that. I think in the south of Chile, they already has some company extract some green hydrogen. Okay.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, because I think they know that the reserve of lithium or all the other particular that you already talk, you know, is going to an end
Yeah.
in some point.
There's
You
only
know?
so much.
Yeah.
Even baking soda. Baking soda, which is bicarbonato de sodio. Like even that comes like baking soda comes from the earth. Like they have to mine it. They have to get that out of the ground. There's only so much of that.
Yeah.
So I don't know what life is gonna be like without baking soda.
Yeah, the other day I was searching information about that. It's so good for the health of the person.
Well, it's interesting. There's a lot of potential benefits
Exactly.
for using baking soda for treating different symptoms within our system.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is also a tricky subject, and this is something I don't talk to everyone about. But I'm super obsessed with health. I'm completely obsessed with health.
Me too.
And I have a very unorthodox approach to health. So I'm very reserved about it. So, but if anybody's curious, just I'm down to talk about it. But usually it's difficult to talk about these things. Like for example, I always say, everyone says religion is difficult, politics is difficult, and the other ones are nutrition and climate change. I feel like if you talk about those four things, like you're bound to like get in a fight with somebody somehow verbally or just disagree. But it's really cool to talk to people that are kind of open-minded about these subjects.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So we can talk about the benefits of baking soda. How about you? Have you had any experience with it?
No, not really with baking soda, but for example with green juice.
Okay.
I love it.
All right.
Yeah, because you have a lot of components that allows to your metabolism
Okay.
works way better.
Got it.
If your metabolism starts to work great or work good, or your body, start to work in a good way. Okay?
Yeah.
And you start to feel different.
Yeah.
Totally. So yeah, the food, the nutrition is so important for your body.
It is. Have you heard of the Save Soil movement that's happening right now?
No.
So we basically have to save the soil. So there's this guy named Sadhguru. Have you heard of him?
Yeah.
What do you think about Sadhguru?
He's a guru.
Yeah. Yeah.
For example, I turned it on in a vegan for 6 months.
Okay.
Just because thank to Sadhguru.
Really?
Yeah. Because he started to speak about, for example, when you eat meat.
Yeah.
You're already eating, for example, or you are eating like a genetic code, a complex genetic code.
Mm-hmm.
So your genetic code start to decodifying.
Okay.
That genetic code.
Yeah.
So genetic code works.
Yeah, from programming to nutrition. Yeah.
So if your body start to decodify the complex thing,
yeah,
you will have some some problems
or some changes.
Yeah, but bad changes. There is
okay. It's up for debate, but yeah.
Yeah. So
I understand though.
So that is the reason why. For example, and in the other thing, for example, every people wants to live, and they eat dead because the flesh, the meat is dead. So it's a controversial stuff for your body.
It is. It is controversial.
But it's Sadhguru.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we can definitely dive into this, but this might be an episode for another time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, if I can say one thing only, I'll just say one thing. I promise. I'll just say one. So I have to play the devil's advocate here, where I jump to the other side. So some people say that you're eating dead flesh, right? Now, I believe kind of the contrary. I believe that the flesh, like the animal, el ser, the being of the animal is no longer there. All right, like maybe the soul left. I don't know if animals have soul, but the meat is packed with nutrition. It's packed with nutrition. Like you could cut the meat out of the animal alive. You know what I mean? Like, or it just died. You can cut it out and eat it raw. You know what I mean? And it's packed full of vitamins and minerals and all kinds of different nutrition that your body can use. Because dead flesh would be full of fungus. You know what I mean? It would be black. It would be decomposed, and it would already be on the other side of the cycle. So I believe that the animal is dead, but there's life that powered that animal, because same thing happens with the plant, right? The plant takes the power from the sun.
That's the reason why I drink green juice.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. But I understand correctly that.
Yeah. So like if everything is a cycle. So there is no like one culprit. There's no one person that's guilty within the cycle. The thing is to just keep the cycle going. Now, where does this cycle start? With the soil. All right. Everything happens from the soil. Why? Because the soil has all the minerals. It has all the electrolytes that organisms need to grow. Because they say that if humans didn't have minerals, like minerals are what make us solid. If we didn't have minerals, we'd just be like a bubble full of like liquid. You know, we'd just be like a bubble of liquid. But we have bones because we have minerals. You know what I mean? Minerals can't be like, you can't burn minerals. That's why when you cremate a body, you have all this ash at the bottom. You know, and those are all the minerals that you couldn't break down anymore.
Yeah.
So these are the things that are inside the soil that make plants grow solid. If plants didn't have minerals, they would just be like a piece of albumina, you know what I mean? Or something like that. I'm just kind of saying just to paint a picture here. So everything comes from the soil, because the plants come out of the soil, you know, and inside the soil, I said this before, but there's all kinds of fungus. There's this giant network of fungus called mycelium, which the plants use to connect them with each other.
Do you see that in what?
It was a documentary.
Yeah. I don't. Fungus.
Yeah, I saw it. I think it was on Netflix.
Yeah. No.
No?
I don't know right now, but I saw in the Apple TV.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Right on. Yeah, I did see a fungus documentary. I don't remember where it was called. Fungi, I think.
I don't know.
I don't remember where it was.
Magic fungi?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. I think it eventually came out on Netflix, or I don't know if I saw it through Curiosity Stream, which is another streaming service.
Yeah.
But I saw it and it was cool. I
yeah,
liked it.
Great, really great.
Yeah.
Even though I ordered some fungi juice.
Okay.
Really?
Nice.
But tastes so bad.
I bet. Well, there's something interesting about fungus, you know, that they say that fungus are more related to animals than they are related to plants.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they don't have the same process that plants do. They breathe in oxygen and they let out carbon dioxide just like we do. So plants do the opposite.
Oh, well.
So they say that in the evolutionary chain or whatever, I don't know anything about this, but that they are more closely related to animals than they are to humans. So when you're eating mushrooms, you're a little bit getting closer to animals than you are to humans.
Yeah.
Really interesting.
Yeah, for sure. In that documentary, the owner of the main topic, you know, they spoke like, they talked like that his mother, you know, eat some fungus.
Yeah.
And she's okay with his problem in his mind, you know. I don't remember the sick, okay, but
the sickness, the illness.
Yeah, but she avoid for at all that problem, okay.
Yeah.
Just because that fungi.
Yeah, it is crazy. You know, the nature has some extremely powerful medicines, you know, that can be harnessed. You know, this goes into the health topic a little bit, but I believe that the human body is so powerful. It's so incredibly well made. You know, Sadhguru says
that is the word. Yeah. Well made.
Like this is divine architecture. Like you couldn't get all the best architects in the world to create a better system than this. All the best physicists, all the best engineers. Nobody could create a system this sophisticated and this well made.
The problem that is we are centralized system.
The problem is the centralized system. That's right. That's right. We can probably talk a little bit more about that. There's this thing called the G7 group. I don't know much about them, but the G7 group, they say it's a group of all these really developed countries in the world. Now, this group, they want to create their own cryptocurrency. They want to create their own digital currency because they know that they can't do this paper money forever. And they want to model their system after this Chinese credit system. Now, China is like a pseudo-communist country, and they have this credit system where they can control in what you can use your credits, like to pay for things. So, like the World Economic Forum is like this huge event yearly where all these super powerful people get together and they talk about the future of the world.
Yeah.
And they've been talking about this for a few years now. And they say that the COVID virus was kind of a start to all that, to start to document everybody, to create this kind of checkpoint system where you can't even leave the country without, showing some sort of passport. Or I know you still have to use a passport, but they're trying to create like a vaccine passport. They're trying to create like a digital ID for everybody. And they're doing this in a way so they can centralize the whole banking system and create their own digital currency. But the problem is that if we go into that centralized system, they'll be able to control us. They'll be able to, because in China, they can control in what you use your money, and they want to do the same thing to us. So I believe that's where this cryptocurrency really comes in, because they could save us in a way. Because if you add up all the politicians, you add up all the military in the world, you add up all these top 1% guys, which is really like 0.0001%, because in the United States, the 1% makes $400,000 a year. All right. So if you think about these like ultra rich, super powerful people, they're way smaller than 1%. So if you add up all these people together, the politicians, the military, the governments, the banks, you add up everybody, the people are still way more. So I feel like this decentralized system gives the power back to the people.
Yeah. Because even that right now you can trade money.
Mm-hmm.
You can trade whatever you want. If you want, for example, right now you have NFTs.
Yeah. All right.
Non-fungible tokens.
Yeah.
And you can trade, decentralized in a decentralized way that tokens, that non-fungible tokens,
Yeah.
Right now, obviously is kind of ridiculous, but one pixel, was selling by $1 million.
Yeah.
So I know that we can enter to the specular team thing.
The speculative.
Yeah.
Okay.
In that, but even though you can trade whatever you want right now, so you can have smart contracts, you can have metaverse. Example, right
it's
now,
crazy.
Yeah.
So all of this is going to join, right? The NFTs, the smart contracts, the blockchain, metaverse.
All the smart contract and the block and the NFT are made or are programming whatever you want, or trade inside of the blockchain.
Yeah.
You need the blockchain to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay? So right now we have that type of technology that is help to a lot of person to do whatever you want.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, we definitely need to take the power back. We need to decentralize. If you don't know what that is, just look up decentralization on YouTube.
Yeah.
Just watch a bunch of videos or look it up on Google.
You have to search what is blockchain, and then you will understand everything.
Yeah, because it's so secure that nobody can get in there and take your money. No, because people say, "Oh, what if a hacker comes in and steals all my Bitcoin?"
They need so much power to do that.
More power than is available in one whole country or a whole continent, or probably even the whole planet.
Exactly. So
yeah. So right on, man. Hey, I want to thank you so much for coming and talking to me and talking to us about this. You're really brilliant guy, and I love how you break things down for us.
No, don't worry. I love to come here and just talk about this topic. really, I enjoy it so much,
Right on, man. Well, we definitely have to do it again.
Yeah. I will bring it some different things, new topics, new projects, maybe.
Same. All right, me too then. All right, well, guys, I think this is a good way to end it. Matias, thank you so much, man. I'm really grateful for you. Thank you so much for coming. I was really excited to have you. So thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
All right.
To all your guys.
Yeah, so this is another episode, Tea Time with Titan. This is Matias. This was the Crypto Show. And thank you very much, guys. Bye. We did it.